What's going on, everybody? This is Puck Bud's 7-Up trivia. No, it's not about the soda. It's about hockey. 7 questions up. We'll see how many they knock down. All right, so here's how it'll work. The 2 contestants that you see, they'll go head-to-head in a shootout. One person will take 1 question. The other will take the next. First 4 questions will all be worth 1. They'll be easier. And the second will be worth 2. And as you guessed it, they'll be more difficult. This episode's category will be the greatest college athletic conference ever, the Hockey East. I don't know where contestant number 2 just went. Hopefully he'll join us in a second. So just a disclaimer before we start. These questions aren't meant to trick anybody. If you're the nerdiest of nerd, these might be a little easy for you. But if you're the average college hockey fan, the average Hockey East fan, these should be right up your alley. With that being said, though, both contestants are free to chirp me if they think a question was too hard, too easy, if their opponent got an easier one, whatever. But I'm just letting you know if I think they're fair. I'm gonna tell you that. All right, that's enough rules. Oh, I forgot. And then the last question will be a final. It'll be work just like Final Jeopardy. And yeah, it's enough rules. So let's meet our contestants. First up, the only thing this kid loves more than the Merrimack College Warriors is chicken nuggets. He once ate 60 at lunch before returning.
72. Let's get it right.
He once ate 72 at lunch before returning to spend the afternoon at driver's ed. We'll see if this game has him in the shits. It's Sean Kacharski.
So before we get started here, Dylan, I know we can't shake hands. Found us a elbow touch here. Yeah. Okay.
Also, I was there for the 70 whatever it was chicken nuggets back in the day. It was driver's ed, summer between freshman and sophomore year. Burger King right across the street, and
yes, it was.
They said they'd put your picture on the wall, but we never did that. They said they would be down to, though.
Oh, I know we never did that. I was very upset about that because I did all that for no reason now.
Yeah.
Well, let's meet his opponent. You just heard him talk. He says his favorite day of the hockey calendar is when free agency begins, probably because he's never seen his team in the finals. We once got yelled at in 7th grade when the teacher thought we were talking about our breakfast. Hopefully these questions won't eat him alive. It's Dylan Gale.
Remember that? I remember, 7th grade math. Won't say the name, but she was
throw her
something.
under the bus. She
pretty strung out at all times, but some people are like that. And yeah, I consider myself a pretty big Carolina Hurricanes fan, and they're getting closer. They're inching closer, but I'm ready to tear up this NCAA trivia, Hockey East trivia.
That was a bit mean. I'll say. Sean, I know you have a piece of paper behind you. Dylan, could you run and grab one? I forgot to tell you that beforehand. If you have one
small piece of paper.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah, I got something.
And would one of you mind please keeping score? The host failed to bring adequate.
I will. I'll keep track of score.
All right. So, are we ready to play? That's a thumbs up from Dylan. That's a thumbs up from Sean. All right. So we're going to start with the 1-point questions. These should be the easier ones. We'll see how it goes. So the first question is for you, Sean. Who was the last team to leave Hockey East?
Notre Dame.
That was an easy one. That is correct.
Screw you, Dylan.
They never should have been in it. They're not even in the area.
It was weird. It was
made absolutely zero sense. They should be in the Big Ten.
That's what they're up to, yeah.
Or is it WACA? Am I thinking of that right?
WCH.
WCH. I call him WACA.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Call him WACA.
All right, well, the WACA. All right, so 1-0. Dylan, for you, who was the last Hockey East school to win the national championship?
Was it Providence?
That is correct. 1-1. I was thinking you might have overlooked that one.
Yeah, I was thinking I was a little hesitant just because that would be a tough one to miss.
Yeah. Well, it's sort of Okay, so 1-1. So Sean, back to you.
Yep.
After UMass's national championship game run in 2019, that was pretty sweet, huh? Who
Yeah.
are the only two members of Hockey East to have never made the Frozen Four?
Never, Merrimack College is one because I know we
Correct.
did that. I know we did that in Division Two. We never did in Division One. I know Vermont's gone. I want to say it's. God damn. Merrimack, I know is one. I'm definitely like, this should be easy. I don't know what. I want to go, because I think Vermont had to have been good at some point. Same with Maine. Actually, I'm gonna go Merrimack, Vermont.
Merrimack, Vermont. Final answer?
Final answer.
Incorrect.
I
Now, should we
I should've known there was one.
let the other contestant go for it? Should we let Dylan
Yeah.
deal? All
Let
right.
'em.
So
So
Dylan,
this is ever?
good question. This is ever.
They've never been to the Frozen Four?
Never been to the Frozen Four. There's two teams.
All right.
I
I'm
swear
looking at it's not. I'm not cheating. It's a list of teams.
You have a list of teams?
It's not, dude. It's the list of all the Hockey East teams. That's not
That
cheating.
okay. That might be that'll give you a pretty big advantage in some of these.
Okay, all right. I'll take it off then.
That's-
I'll take it off. I didn't
I'm
even
just
look
saying
at
this
it.
right now. If you're pulling Notre Dame on me right now,
No, I'm not. I'm
gonna
not.
throw
I'm
up a
not.
challenge
No,
flag.
it's the
Okay.
current. It's the
No,
current
no.
Hockey East.
Not
Okay.
even in Hockey East anymore.
Current
So.
Hockey East.
Okay, list of teams away. I didn't even look at it. I would say Merrimack and UNH.
Incorrect. Correct answer. Merrimack is right.
Northeastern.
UConn.
Fuck, I forgot about UConn.
Oh.
God
Yep,
damn it.
Yep. That.
They're so bottom tier. I didn't even think about them. Wow.
Those are the only sort of tricks there'll be. There'll be teams that you definitely forgot about, but UConn, they're in the Hockey East and they haven't made it. So
I was gonna say I remember Vermont going far multiple times, but I don't know why I said
so
that.
it's still 1-1.
Ones.
So Dylan, the question is for you. Who is the most recent Hockey East alum to be inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame?
Most recent Hockey East alum. I'm trying to think of last year's class.
I'm gonna start putting a stopwatch for 30 seconds, just so we can.
Okay.
That's fair.
No, it's not a call out, Dylan. You plenty of time.
I'm trying to think of these recent Hall of Fame classes. Was it? Oh man.
I've got 10 seconds. And 5.
I don't think so. But was it Gianta? He's not even in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, threw that out there.
incorrect. That is incorrect, Sean.
All right.
To steal, you got 15 seconds.
Dylan, your guess is better than mine. I was gonna go with Ryan Whitney.
He's not in the. I don't think Gianta is either. But
I know. I have no clue. I have no clue on this one.
All right, Dylan, you're gonna be kicking yourself. Martin St. Louis.
that's true. He just got in a couple of years ago, or was it last
I
year?
believe it was 2018.
Who'd
I
St.
think
Louis
it
play
was
for
the
again?
Hall of Fame class.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's a good one.
Who'd St. Louis play for again?
UVM.
Gotcha.
All right, Sean. A little
With
bit
Tim
different.
Thomas.
Yeah, with Tim Thomas, correct. So a little bit different. What 3 schools in Hockey East have a religious affiliation?
Merrimack, Providence, UConn, no. Their state. BU, no. Boston College.
Correct.
Oh, that's a good
Correct.
one. I was hoping you wouldn't. I knew the first two, and I was hoping you wouldn't get the last one, but you nailed it.
I was trying to remember. I thought it was BC, but I was like, wait. I was like, no, there's probably affiliation.
Yeah, so they are whatever they are. All
I
right.
don't even know what they are.
Similar question. Not really, though. What 2 schools have the smallest enrollment in Hockey East?
Me or Dylan?
Dylan.
This is
Okay.
me, so I will say Merrimack. That's one.
That's
And
one. I should have
well,
done.
you don't even tell me till the end, but
I should have.
Merrimack, and then I'll say
I thought Merrimack was the layup.
yeah, for sure.
In 10 seconds.
Is it Vermont?
Is that final answer?
Yeah, Merrimack, Vermont.
It is not Vermont.
No, okay. Sean might know this one more than me.
I think part of me wants to say Providence, but I know
Close to that
I know
too.
one's obviously Merrimack because we only have like 3,200, I think, for undergrad. Not UConn, they're massive.
All right, I need an answer.
Merrimack and Providence.
That is correct.
Oh, I was thinking about Providence.
3-1, Sean.
You know how many people Providence has, just out of curiosity?
I believe
How
it's like
many?
4,500.
Okay.
I believe. All right, so Sean gets another question. Back to the top for round 4. They get a little bit more difficult as they go on, so this is harder.
Christ, this is gonna be tough.
No, it's not that tough. It's still 1 point. What is the newest arena in Hockey East?
Is this for me or Dylan?
It's for you.
Sorry, I got lost for a second.
All right.
Got lost in the sauce for a hot sec.
All right, tell me this now.
I have to say Providence.
Providence?
Yes, final answer.
That is incorrect.
Okay.
You know, BC's been around for a while. BU's had a Gannis for a while.
I think
Vermont.
Vermont?
No.
Incorrect.
Oh,
It's
I think
UConn.
they are coming up with a new
No,
one.
it's not UConn. It's BU. Ganis was built in 2003, I believe.
Really?
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
wow. I was thinking
Yeah.
there had to have been one more recent than that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought you were gonna get it. I don't know why. I thought you
So
were gonna get it.
I was thinking BU, but then I was like, wait, well, since UConn, I for some reason I thought like UConn because Providence looks beautiful whenever you
Yeah.
walk in. So I'm like, okay, that could be it. UConn's a big state school, so I thought they might have done a brand new one recently before they came in or something. So
I was even, for a second there, I was thinking about Merrimack's renovations in 2011,
Yeah.
I think, because they
That
gave it a
was
new
bad.
name. So I wasn't sure
Yeah.
if that counted or not, but that did cross my mind.
Well, Sean can't extend the lead still 3-1. So Dylan, here's
Also,
your question.
by the way, I just looked it up.
Go ahead.
Vermont has broken ground on a new hockey arena.
Okay.
So that's why that was my
question
answer.
will change. The answer to that will change. So Dylan, which two Hockey East arenas have once been permanent tenants to NHL teams? So not just like a one-off game, like permanent, they were their permanent homes.
I believe it's called the Civic Center in Hartford, UConn's arena. Hartford Whalers.
Oh, all right. Are we doing these two-parters? I give you one after one. I can. That's fine. Just the other.
Oh, my bad.
I
What
think
was
that'd
the format for that question?
It was two. Which are the two?
Oh, okay. So, yeah, sorry, my bad. So that's one. I thought it was just one. So that's Hartford, the Civic Center, I believe it's called. And then in addition to that, it must be, I know. It's a good one. Northeastern, Matthews Arena.
That's right.
That's a great question.
That's right.
Because that's almost a trick question because it was so long ago.
Yeah, well, Northeastern Matthews Arena is the oldest ice hockey rink in North America.
Yeah. I mean, can you imagine? I know the league was obviously different back then. Could you imagine an NHL game with like 2,000 seats?
No,
It would be cool.
No.
It'd be something
I
else,
love
but-
Matthews. Matthews is
Yeah, I think it'd be awesome. It'd be tough to get a ticket,
That'd be
but
sweet. That'd
So-
be sweet.
it would seem so much faster.
I knew UConn. I had no clue about Northeastern.
Yeah, well, it was built in
didn't have a
1912, and
didn't have any clue.
the Boston Garden was built in 1924, I believe, maybe 1927. But yeah, for those times, the Bruins played at Matthews.
Yep.
So that's it for the 1 point questions. Now it's gonna get really good. Now it's gonna get hard.
Yeah.
You thought those were hard? No, I don't know.
Some of them, yeah. Some of them are like
Yeah, so those were
nothing out of reason, I'd say.
All right, yeah. Okay. So
I'd say
these
some
might
of
be a
those
little-
were really
some of
hard.
these might be a little bit tougher. They're definitely going to be a little tougher. All right, Sean. Prior to UConn's arrival, which school was the last to join Hockey East?
prior to UConn's arrival. It has to be Merrimack.
Merrimack?
It's either that or Notre Dame, and I know Notre Dame
doesn't
came in.
count. Notre Dame
I
doesn't
know.
count.
Are we? Hold on. I have a question.
It's only men. It's only the men's teams.
Okay, I was gonna say Holy Cross. If it was
Yeah.
men
I
and
should
women.
have clarified this at the beginning. All of the questions are related to the men's teams.
Okay,
You get
so
10 seconds.
UConn. I had to go Merrimack. Yeah.
Merrimack is incorrect.
Final answer.
Oh, Merrimack's incorrect.
Incorrect.
Wow. Okay.
I'm rattled right now.
Merrimack is not even. I don't even think it's third. I'm actually almost positive it's not third.
That throws me for a loop. Okay.
They're
I would
difficult.
say,
They're more difficult. They're 2-pointers.
yeah, no, I would say UMass Lowell.
UMass Lowell is incorrect also. The answer, joining in 2005, is Vermont.
No way.
It's in 2005. And in
Wait, then who the hell did Vermont play for before?
ECAC.
Oh,
God damn it.
wait. Hold up. There was a question earlier. Which Hockey East former player just got inducted to the Hall of Fame? That would make him. I'm not gonna complain. I didn't even know this at the time, so I can't complain.
That's a big time.
But on technicality,
all right.
if this comes down to 1 point, you'll be hearing from somebody.
You'll be hearing from your attorneys. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Dylan, I mean it's 3-2 right now, buddy.
Right,
Yeah.
3-2.
I won't dispute it because I just learned that fact now. But
All right.
Well,
I got to be honest with this next one. This one might be the toughest one of the.
it's your question, so
It's
have
for
fun.
you, Dylan. Of the teams in the conference that have made the Frozen Four, we've already established who hasn't made the Frozen Four.
mm-hmm.
Which one has the longest drought?
I mean, Merrimack had that good run in 2011.
But they don't count. They're not. They didn't make the Frozen Four.
But that wasn't the Frozen Four. That was just the NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Misunderstood the question. So longest Frozen Four drought amongst the teams who have made it.
The teams that have made it. Yep.
And we determined Merrimack and the other one was, what was it? Vermont that hadn't made it.
We could not confer what the answers.
Okay. All right. Okay, so I would say the longest drought. That doesn't even affect it. I would say.
All right, 10 seconds.
I will say Vermont.
Vermont is.
I've said Vermont so many times.
Incorrect.
Oh my God! I got to stop with Vermont. All right.
Maine.
That's
Final answer.
Incorrect. The answer.
I know it's gonna be Northeastern.
It is Northeastern. It's crazy because they've won like 3 straight Bean Pots. They've won a couple Hockey East championships in the last 5 years.
Adam Gaudette, a few other big players. Yeah.
Not made the Frozen Four. I was sort of surprised. I was glad that they did, so the question would work. But yeah, 1982.
I was going back and forth between those two.
Yeah.
Because I know Maine had that good run back in around the teens when Merrimack went on their run.
Yeah. So who's is this your question? No, it's Sean's question. All right, 3-2. I'm gonna put a scoreboard up so everybody can see the scores. Go.
Sweet.
Played in Anaheim, California. 3 Hockey East schools made the 1999 Frozen Four. Michigan State was down by the team making their first national championship appearance. By this team making their first national championship appearance, while BC lost to a team that would make national championship appearances a bit of a knack. Who are the 2 teams?
So naming the 2 hockey schools.
Yep, one making their first appearance. They downed Michigan State, and then another who sort of made making national championship appearance a bit of a knack for them.
You already gave me BC, so that takes them out.
Yeah.
No, I know. So that takes them out.
I think I know one of them, but not my turn.
I want to go with BU and UNH.
BU,
Final answer.
Is that your final? That is incorrect.
Okay. I'm going to go with UMaine and let's go with UMaine and UNH.
That is correct.
No way. There we
That's
go. I knew
absurd.
UMaine. I knew UMaine for sure. I had an old hockey coach who he was on the club team there at that time, but they gave him a jacket that made it look like he was on the team. So he wore it. It said like national championship UMaine. Meanwhile, he's on the club team. So that's how I know that. UNH was an educated guess.
Yeah.
So I knew it was UNH for some reason, but I couldn't remember who they played.
Well,
or who was
Maine
with
won
them.
in overtime to win their second national championship of the decade. I believe they were a 3 seed going in, and I think UNH won Hockey East that year, so it was a bit of an upset. But I believe that was the last time 3 Hockey East schools, maybe the first and last time 3 Hockey East schools made the Frozen Four.
All right. Well, I want to challenge the scoreboard because of that bullshit Vermont question that
Oh,
wasn't
that's
even mine.
come on! I'm talking about current Hockey East schools.
I'm just saying it wasn't my question. So
All right.
You know what? I think that yeah, I got it pulled up. That 94 Maine, that was Korea's year.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They went.
Oh my
The
god.
question was almost going to be who has the best record of any Hockey East school ever, and I think I didn't want to come up with some BS technicality about like a team from the early ages, like a BU or whatever, going undefeated with like 15 games played. So I stayed away, but that was almost going to be a question that they went.
Yeah.
They only lost one. I think they lost 1 game and tied 2, something
Yeah.
stupid like that. Yeah.
I got this is the team Korea was on you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got his stats pulled up his freshman year. 39 games played, 100 points on the dot. So that's a little over 2.5 points a game.
that's disgusting.
Wow. That he sucks at hockey, huh? That's terrible.
Yeah, unfortunately, he was, I think, the recipient of the biggest hit in hockey history. Scott Stevens on Paul Kariya. In my opinion, that's the hardest any human being has ever taken a hit.
Off the floor on the board, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Off the floor on the board.
I'm ready for the next
Gary
one.
All right. So aside from UConn,
Dylan, this is you.
This is for Dylan. Yep. Aside from UConn, which we had already established, the last to join, hasn't made the Frozen Four. 3 schools have never won a Hockey East championship. Who are they?
Okay.
I will give you 40 seconds because there's 3.
Schools that have never won a Hockey East championship. I'll go Merrimack, Vermont, UNH.
Merrimack, Vermont, UNH. That is incorrect.
Okay.
Merrimack, Vermont, Providence.
That is incorrect.
God damn.
I don't know if this was a technicality. It was. Maybe I should have said it at the beginning. It's tournament champions. So the 3 teams are UVM, Merrimack, and UMass. UMass.
Okay.
Oh, see, no, that's my technicality because I knew UMass won it at Merrimack that year.
Oh.
So that's why I was like, that's why I didn't say UMass.
Yeah. That one I'll give you a lot more than the UVM one. So.
No, it's fine.
All right. You have a gripe if you lose. Dylan, you do not. All right. So this is the last round before we get to the final 7-Up Jeopardy. Ooh. All right. So the Hockey East Championship has been held in Boston. First at the Boston Garden, now at the TD Garden. It's been in Boston since 1987. Where were the first 2 Hockey East Championships held? It's Sean's question.
You're saying it was not in the city of Boston?
It was not in Boston.
Okay.
Big
I just wanted to make sure I had that correct.
I guess that's your hint for the UMass one. No, that's not really. It doesn't really even out, but okay.
I'm shit. UConn wasn't there yet.
All right, 10 seconds.
Providence?
That's your final answer?
Yeah.
That's correct. Providence.
Sweet.
Wow,
that was 2 points, right?
Yep.
Wow, that's such a wow. All right. I kind of seemed like the only logical choice. I won't lie. Yeah.
Well, I mean, because at that point it was like we established UConn wasn't in yet, but not in the city of Boston. Definitely not in Merrimack because Merrimack wasn't there yet. So I had literally had no other guesses.
Sean, what's the score?
5-4 me.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
You know,
This is
in our
good.
defense, though, it seems like a low-scoring game. We have had a couple that have had like 3 parts, and we've gotten 1 or 2 of them right.
It's
So it's not quite as bad as it seems.
Exactly.
All right. Here's the last question of the, I guess we'll just say the regular round. So 2 Hockey East arenas are named after U.S. politicians. I won't make you name both of them, but the first one was Conti Forum, named for 16-term U.S. representative serving the Berkshires, Silvio Conti, and then this prominent U.S. senator and one-time presidential candidate. Or I don't know if he only ran once, but he ran for president. What is the arena?
So there's a man, he ran for president, didn't become president,
Did not
was
become
a politician,
He's a
and
politician.
there's an arena named after him.
Yep.
Okay. Whew. I'm going to say Songus in Lowell.
That is correct.
Yes.
That's
Nice.
bullshit.
He was a local.
Did you
I don't
know it,
exactly
Sean?
what he did, but
I actually did know that.
Okay. So that's, yeah, I sort of made, I felt like making you do Silvio Conti and Paul Songus would have been too tough. So, all right.
that was
I'm
a
glad
solid
that it's
question.
close.
Well, I mean,
I
the only
like,
one,
I like arena name questions. I like
the
arena
only-
questions.
the only one that has another name is Merrimack, and that's Lawler.
Well, no, a
Right?
bunch of them do. No, I mean, Alphond,
You're right.
or the,
No, you're right. That's on me.
What, do you think they don't name their rinks?
No, well, I was saying because it's like for UConn, it's UConn doesn't
Civic
have
Center.
yeah.
no, it's something different. I think
It's something different now.
XL
Okay.
Center, XL Center.
And then
Yeah,
Providence,
XL Center.
then Providence is Duncan and all that stuff.
No,
Yeah.
Providence.
I thought Providence
That's
was
where the
Duncan.
Providence Bruins
Yeah.
play.
No,
I'm an
it's
idiot.
Schneider Arena. Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
no, Providence
on me,
Bruins
that's
play
on
in
me.
Duncan though.
Yeah,
At
Yeah.
Dunkin' Donuts
That's
Center.
on me.
yeah, and
Okay.
Providence basketball.
I'm ready to
And-
continue.
And fun fact, they also play the regional games in 2015 when Providence made the national championship game and
They
won
did.
when they gave them home ice advantage as a 4 seed.
Yeah. That was
I'm
one of my
sh-
favorite years of college hockey though. That was
Best national
stacked.
championship game ever.
I'm shocked Schroeder hasn't tried to stump me with questions about my cousin's team yet.
Oh, no.
Specifically about your cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Birthday.
I'm shocked.
Yeah.
I'm shocked you never tried to stump me.
All right. So here's the 7-Up final Jeopardy question, if you will. So I'll give you the category.
It's
So
6-5
it's
going into
6 to
this.
5. So I need you all to bid. Write down your bids.
Oh,
I
okay.
trust you on the honor system. How much you gonna bid on the question? The category is Hobie Baker. Hobie Baker winners.
This is knock my suit. So this
It's
is
gonna seem easy, but some of these guys aren't who you think they would be. Like they don't always end up being NHL stars.
Yep.
All right.
All right. I trust both of you have written down the amount you're gonna bid.
And we're writing down an amount of
And then you're going to
points
write
that we're
down the
risking
answer.
here.
You're going to write down the answer. And then I'm going to give you 30 seconds. So the question is, name the 4 Hobie Baker winners in the 2010s from Hockey East.
4
4.
Hobie Baker winners
Yep.
from hockey. Oh, I got you.
And then
Okay.
write them down. Yep. I don't need the year. I don't need the team. I don't need anything.
Do you need first and last or just?
Yeah. I mean, unless you're like close, unless you just spell it wrong or whatever, but yeah. Well, actually, if you give me the last name and you're off by anything, I'm not taking it.
Bingo.
Okay.
All right. So there's 10 seconds. You got 10 seconds left. Maybe I give you 15. All right. Give you
Done.
15. All right. And then 10, 9, 8. How's everyone doing? 7, 6, 5,
I'm good.
and all right. So 3 of these answers are pretty obvious. There's one that I would have missed totally. I would have totally missed him, even though I remember him, remember the season, remember everything, but I would have forgotten him. All right. So what was the score? 6 to 5. Sean,
Yeah,
you up?
6-5 Dylan.
Dylan was up.
Yeah, Dylan's
All
up.
right. So Sean, you show your. I guess you can read them. Who are your 4?
So I put 2 points on the line here.
Okay.
To prove that, I put 2 up there in the corner.
That's fine. Yeah, we believe you. We're a trustworthy game.
The only one I knew was Kale.
Okay. All right. So, all right.
All right.
So you're gonna lose those 2 points.
All right.
All right, Dylan. So let's see. So you're up 6-5. So unless you bet 4, and then unless you bet 3 and got it wrong, then we might be going to a tie break. Which case?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yep. All right. So I bet 2.
That's bullshit. God damn it.
All right. So
I got since we got to do first names, Adam Gaudette, Johnny Gaudreau, Jack Eichel, Cale Makar.
that is correct.
Yes. That was a great question.
So, I'm not going to lie to you. I completely remembered Eichel. I just couldn't get the other 2, so I just knew Kale because of Tim. So I'm like, fuck it. I'll just do Kale.
Kale's my good friend. Yeah.
Tim, was Gaudette the one that you said you might forget about?
Yeah. So initially it was going to be who was the last Hobie Baker winner before Cale Makar, because I thought it was Eichel. And maybe people would have thought Johnny Gaudreau, or probably Johnny Gaudreau would have been the only you would have thought. But then I saw Gaudette, and I was like, whoa, so I could put this as the final. So
Eichel and Makar definitely, I think, distance themselves from even Gaudreau. I mean,
totally. I mean, 3 of them are NHL stars. So, and then
for sure,
Gaudette's
that 2015 Hockey East season where it was Providence versus BU in the final doesn't get much better than that.
Oh, it doesn't. It was the whole
against that nasty Providence team. They also had Rodriguez with him, Rodriguez, and Thomas Hickey, a few other stars too.
Daniel Regan, Matt Grzelcyk.
Yeah.
Yep. So I mean, it was great because it was in the Bean Pot. It was like they just came back at the end, and the other team sort of looked like, I can't remember who they were playing, and the other team sort of looked like they were going to win, and then BU just put their fists down. And then they did the same thing in the Hockey East Championship. And then in the National Championship, they almost did the same thing. But then Matt O'Connor dropped the puck and it went in the back of his net. And then Christopher Tanev scored the game winner like a few minutes later. And BU was like pounding at the freaking door.
Yeah.
And John Gillies just never let him score. And
so
won.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Sorry about that, Dylan. Was this the year when BU won when they shot the puck off the Miami of Ohio goalie, went off his shoulder straight up, and just trickled behind him in?
No, that was 09.
That was 09, and it was a defenseman hit.
Yep. I could have made that a question.
No,
but
it wasn't.
Kobe
that
Cohen,
was a good college hockey year too. That had Nathan Gerby at BC, I believe, for his his last year was the year before that. But
his last. They won the championship in
08.
08.
Gerby left, and then the next year they still had Brian Gibbons, John Muse, a few other good players.
I don't think Gerby was there for the champ. No, Gerby or Schneider. Schneider left. Gerby might have still been there.
Yeah,
because it was
Muse.
BC, then 09 was BU, and then 10 was BC again.
But I thought it was funny how you mentioned Matt O'Connor earlier. I still wonder how that kid's doing. I mean,
God, I don't know.
Imagine going your whole life and you're the best at everything. I mean, he's the goalie for the BU Terriers. He's probably Canadian, grew up best junior player, like midget player, whatever. And then you get remembered for that after everything you've done. After all the positives, that's more so what people are going to remember you for, at least me. And I've been upset that I haven't seen him make a decent career for himself in the NHL, because I think that could be the thing that kind of erases that little blunder.
Well, I mean, he did the same thing against North Dakota in the previous.
Did he really?
Yeah, he did it like back-to-back games. It's like you definitely feel for the kid, but at some point, dude, you can't do that.
Yeah, seriously. Let me see. He's playing over in Denmark now, so that's basically a wrap.
Yeah.
Just hold on.
He's playing for a team called the Mighty Bulls.
Pretty cool.
Go ahead, Sean.
I just looked up that BC roster with from the national championship team. You were right. Gerby was still there. Gerby, Joe Whitney, Gibbons, Kyle Kucharski, of course. That national fourth liner, maybe. Brock Bradford. That kid was nasty in college. I don't know if he ever did anything in NHL, did he? Bradford? I don't
Probably
know.
not, but I mean there's a fine line there. You know, you have
Yeah.
to be you can't just be the best college player and expect it to translate. You
But
know, you
no,
see that all the time.
that's why I was because I didn't remember hearing his name ever in the NHL.
Yeah, I
And
understand what you're
then
saying. It's typical.
Mr. Andrew Orpik, him I know he went to Buffalo. I don't know
Did he?
how long he lasted though. Yeah, I don't know if he's played in the NHL, but I know he got drafted by Buffalo for some reason.
What's crazy if you like look at the national champions from teams of Hockey East, and they've got like 3, 4, 5, 6 NHLers, like regular NHLers, and then if you look at like Minnesota Duluth, they got like 2 guys on the whole team that have a Wikipedia page
Yep.
because there's just there's just 1.5 million hockey players in Minnesota, so they all just make up the team and they just stay for 4 years and they just kick everybody's ass.
That's why I think that's the best hockey conference. To be honest,
Probably. Well, I mean,
because if you
nothing matches the tradition of Hockey East, though.
Oh, absolutely. But if you go to Minnesota, Duluth, Denver, any of them, like you go for 4 years, and that's why those are the teams that always win.
Yeah,
because Hockey East, you go for 1, 2 years. Peace.
If you're legit.
Yeah.
Like a lot,
NHL legit, I should say.
Yeah, all the talent in Hockey East leaves after 1 or 2 years. Meanwhile, out there, if you go there, you're staying for 4 years and you're going for that natty title.
Yeah, that is some truth to it. I think they do stay longer out there. But I think it's funny, Tim, what you said about if you look at some nasty NCAA team, you'd expect to see more NHL players than you do.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's just you look at them, and there will be some like average NHL players that were just unbelievable college players that put together real good teams. Like,
well, the team.
Look at what's up.
I was gonna say the team that BC beat, sort of on the complete opposite spectrum. The team that BC beat in 2010 was Wisconsin, and they had both Joe Pavelski and Ryan McDonough, who are both going to the Hall of Fame, and they didn't win the national championship. Yeah.
I think Taves and Oshie played together. There's a picture of them drunk at a party. Yeah. Oshie, I could totally see just having a time, but yeah.
Well,
but hey, this was fun. This is all I thought I did all right. Hockey East, I think, is more, I guess, your guys' area than mine. I was impressed with some of the questions you posed. Some of them were a good level of difficult, but also attainable. And I thought it went well.
Well, hopefully we'll be able to do this in the future. Maybe switch up the category. Maybe have some different contestants. But Dylan, you're 1-0. Sean, 0-1. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all right, buddy.
But that's it. Got any parting words? Dylan, congratulations on not getting eaten alive.
Appreciate it.
Congratulations on not getting eaten alive. And we'll see everybody soon for another round.